And hello, and welcome to the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. I am your host, Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell. I want to thank you all for watching the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell show, and I hope you all had a wonderful, safe, and prosperous Thanksgiving. With that being said, we are now embarking on going into another new year. So having another new year, we want to make sure that we're not taking in our old wine and our own mindsets, so to speak, into our new year. So let's get rid of the old mindsets, get rid of the old wine skins, and let's go into something that's brand new, okay? So in 2019, the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show, we're gonna have some guests. We're gonna start doing a lot more self-defense, a lot of new stuff that you have been inboxing me and tweeting me and Facebooking me and Instagramming me about doing for the next upcoming new year, 2019. So I want to thank everyone behind the scenes, Frank, I want to thank Lori, I want to thank Chris. I didn't sign any letters of course, of releasing, so I won't give you their last names, but Frank and Chris and of course, Lori, they know who they are, and I'm deeply indebted to you, all three of you, for really working behind the scenes and make me look good. So I want to appreciate you all. Let's get started. Take Kempo. Hey! This is, of course, is going to be on our fourth show and our fourth segment on 5 segments of Advanced Take Kempo Martial Arts. What is Take Kempo Martial Arts? It's simple. It's a combination of Korean Taekwondo mixed in or generated into Shaolin Kempo, okay? Shaolin Kempo is the hard style. Of course, Taekwondo is the soft style between the two. Hence, you get, of course, Take Kempo Martial Arts. Take Kempo Martial Arts is what we teach at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts, is what we get our self-defense from our Take Kempo, from our Kempo side, and our Hapkido side, which is the sub-discipline of Taekwondo. Now, Hapkido is where Taekwondo gets his self-defense from. That's why it's called a sub-discipline. It's not the primary one at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts, but it is a sub-discipline that we use quite often to draw from to go into our Taekwondo, okay? Now, let's go back and then come forward, okay? Now, our last show we did brown belt. So let's go from brown belt, blend right into brown black, okay? Let's start with the Kempos first. So our hands are up here, okay? And now, Kempo 13 and 14, which is called combinations 13 and 14. So here comes a straight punch or a hook. It doesn't matter. My hands are already here. I'm gonna show you from a front view, and of course, I'm gonna give you a side view. But first, the front view. So my hands are here. I block up. As soon as I block with a straight punch or a hook. Now, from here in the self-defense mode, block, grab, and it's called a thrust kick. Kick and land forward in a fighting stance, okay? One more time, okay? Nice and relaxed. Straight punch or a hook, doesn't matter. I can block this way or just straight up and block, grab the person's wrist and forearm, and kick and land forward, okay? Now from a side view, okay? Self-defense, I'm here. Straight punch or a hook, doesn't really matter. I come up, I can block this way. From the side, I'm gonna block my hands open, straight. Of course, fingers are into a fist. As soon as I block, I grab and I do a thrust kick, and land forward. Simple, okay? Combinations is basically self-defense. In my opinion, how I was raised in the martial arts, every martial art has this self-defense already built into it. You don't have to create that. Weapons is something different. But when it comes to self-defense, the self-defense should already be built into the person's discipline, their martial arts, what they're studying, what's being taught, okay? Now that was just brown belt. That's called combinations 13, okay? Now combination 14, it becomes a bit more intricate or a bit more personal, okay? To put it lightly, give you a G-rated word, personal, okay? So my hands are here, traditional training first. Here comes a straight punch or a hook. It doesn't matter. My first move here, as soon as I see it coming, I block here, okay? I want to block, tuck it in my thumb, grab the person's wrist, I come forward, dislocate the elbow. My left hand pops up, I come underneath the person's arm, grabbing their shirt or their neck. I come forward, elbow strike. The elbow strike will hit the neck or the base of the skull, okay? One more time. My hands are here, okay? Here comes a punch, whatever. I'm gonna block, grab, dislocate the elbow, come down and around, grab the shirt or the person's neck and have control, bring the person towards me, elbow strike, okay? Strong, always strong, okay? Now, what happens at that point, as soon as you make contact, all right, there's a part 2 to that. And here comes the part 2, but from a side view, okay? Here we go. Straight punch or a hook, it doesn't matter. Combination 13 and 14. This is 14. Block, grab, snap, open my hand, come down and around, grab the shirt or the neck, control the person, elbow strike. Right from here, I'm elbow striking the person's head. I step into a front headlock. From the headlock, I just squeeze until the person passes out or they tap out. One more time. Very simple, okay? Block, grab, dislocate, open up, come down and around, grab the shirt or the neck, come forward, step into a headlock and squeeze down till they choke out or tap out, okay? Simple. Now, let's stay with brown belt. Now we're gonna go into Taekwondo. The Taekwondo kata for brown belt is called Taige, okay? Taige consists of 6 outside-inside crescent kicks. I have wonderful space here, but I'm still gonna shorten up the kata so you at home can follow through, okay? So here we go, ready? Height. Taekwondo, Taige, strike, that's a back fist. Step into a knife hand strike, extract. Strike, step into a knife hand strike, extract, double knife in the back stance, make this transition into a front stance. Okay? Kick, right, left. Left hand comes down, right hand comes over top. I turn, right foot to left, breathe out. Knuckles on my belt. Now, here comes the 6 outside-inside crescent kicks. I'm going to go slow with short kicks, and I'm going to narrate everything. Outside-inside kick, I cross 2 back fists. Again, 2. That's 3. That's 4. 5. 6. Double knife, back stance. Transition from a back stance, go into a front stance transition. Elbow strike from behind. Double spear finger, okay? I'm gonna do this move twice. Knee strike into a back stance. Now, I'm gonna do that same move with my back to you, so then you now can see the upcoming moves. Back stance, make the transition into a front stance, X block, double knee or double elbow strike, double spear finger, knee strike, double knife. I come forward, knife hand strike. Extract into a back stance, 1 hop. I'm gonna go slow. I jump up, X block, ki, 2 forearm block, okay? From a 2 forearm block, I turn, double knife. Now, instead of me having my back to you for the next several moves, I'm gonna do the same move, but this way, okay? So now my back is to you, okay? I come forward, extract, one hop, two forearm block, I turn, double knife. From a side stance to a left side stance, middle block. It's called an X. See how I'm stepping? It's called an X stance right here. My feet are crossed, okay? They're crossed here, okay? It's called an X. So I'm here, snap down, side stance 1, middle block, side stance 2, middle block, side stance 3, middle block, lift, punch, ki. Aya, baro. And shun. A lot of people always ask, Kyoshi, how do you do two different styles, two different disciplines? How do you teach that? It's simple. I tell you, I show you, we do it together. One more time. I tell you, I show you, we do it together. 3 steps. These 3 steps are very, very divinely biblical to me, but that's for another show. But everything has 3 steps, okay? I'm going to tell you, show you, we do it together. That's why it's imperative, instructors, that you stay in some type of shape for your instructors. You are the brand instructors that these parents are paying for you to teach their children. You have to stay in shape. If you have a brand, if you're a salesperson, if you're an instructor, male or female, you have to stay in some type of shape to represent your brand the best way to represent it for marketing and advertising purposes. You have to know how to do your brand. So it's imperative, instructors, that you stay in some type of physical shape if you plan on teaching a physical style. Taekwondo is physical. Kempo is physical. My weapons are physical. I stay in shape, not just for me, but for my students, family, and of course in life. Always stay in shape. Now, here comes question time. I got a question here that came out of Brooklyn, New York. Thank you, Brooklyn, New York. How you doing? I don't know the person, but they know who are. But this person knows me from tournaments, and this person also even attended my own tournament called the Mid-Connecticut Karate Championship. So thank you very much. And the person's name is Kenny. And Kenny was asking a question about my Tae Kempo martial arts. Very good, intelligent question. And the question was, do you blend in the 2 styles, or do you teach the 2 styles in their purest form? Very good question, Kenny. And the way that I teach my Tae Kempo martial arts is that I teach them Taekwondo pure and Kempo pure. The only time you'll see the 2 mixed together is only when we spar. You'll see Tae Kempo, you'll see Taekwondo, and Shaolin Kempo mixed in only when we fight. But on the dojo floor, when I'm having just basic general karate class, you'll see Kempo being taught in its purest form and Taekwondo being taught in its purest form. So Kenneth, I appreciate that question, out of Brooklyn, New York. I appreciate it so much. Keep them coming. Let's keep it moving. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to go into called brown black belt. That's called combinations 14A and 14B. Now we just finished doing 13 and 14, so now we're going to do 14A, 14B, okay? Now the way that I teach and the way that I show and demonstrate these techniques, I like to blend them all together, because brown and brown black are advanced belts, but I want to also put them, close together so you can see the migration and, of course, the protestation of these techniques being produced and being applied. So here comes 13, 14, and 14A and 14B, okay? 13A, I block, grab, kick, land forward. That's 13. 14, I block, grab, dislocate the elbow. Like I said, come down and around, grab the shirt or the neck, come forward. At that point, step into a headlock. Choke the person out, or they can tap out, one or the other, okay? But either way, you win, okay? Now here comes combinations 14A and 14B. Two very, very effective combinations, okay? Hands are up, two angles, frontwards, and of course from a side angle, okay? So here we go. Front angle, okay? 14A, very simple. Cross block, step, dip, hammer strike, knife hand to the throat, knife hand to the throat, iron palm to the jaw, pop my hands up, right over left, okay? Once again, I'll do it twice, facing the camera. I'm gonna block. Now, a block isn't just a block. If you block hard enough, that block can also be a strike. Remember that, okay? So I block here, I step forward I step towards my opponent, dip my knees, hammer strike to the belly or to the groin, depending on how tall the opponent is. Hammer strike, then I step, knife hand to the neck, knife hand to the neck, uppercut to the jaw. It's called an iron palm, right over left. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance in the street. Okay? Side stance. Kempo is relaxed. Nice and relaxed. Cross block, step, dip, hammer strike. Knife hand, iron palm, right over left. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance in the school. Simple, okay? Now on to combination 14B. Many of you know I teach several municipalities in the state of Connecticut, several. And I also teach the state troopers, of course, in martial arts. And we go literally from brown belt to black. We go right to the heart of Take Kempo martial arts. I call those walk-along techniques, okay? That is one thing I will not be showing you, of course, on my TV show, but just so you know that Take Kempo martial arts goes a lot further than just, of course, in the karate school. It goes a lot further than that, okay? So, because I teach several municipalities throughout the state of Connecticut, I won't say what police departments, but I do teach the state troopers martial arts as well. And the municipalities and the state troopers get taught the same thing from brown belt up into black belt, okay? Some very, very intrusive stuff, very intrusive, okay? So here we go. Now we're on brown black, like I said, combination 14B. Let's get it. So here we are, traditional fighting stance. Here comes a straight punch or a hook. In the dojo, we come here and we step into it. It's called a double knife hand block. We grab the wrist, then it's a back fist, okay? After you do the back fist, okay, eagle claw, step forward, forearm strike across the face, okay? Now, that could be done two ways. I come up here again, I block, grab, knife hand, eagle claw, forearm strike, okay? And the reason why there's options, because there's always options out in the street. You don't know how something's gonna come to you. You can't just attack something every time just the same way. You can't do the same thing every day. You can't eat the same food. Some people do, but you gotta have a little variety in what you're doing. I have to have my variety. I don't want the same thing every single, no, it's not gonna happen. Not in Herbie Bagwell's life. There has got to be a level of variety in everything that I do to keep things interesting. You have to keep things interesting. Those that just get up, go to work, come home and go to sleep, get up, go to work, come home, and that's boring. It's a boring life, I have to tell you. You have to have some variety, because then you can't, then if you have no variety, where's your purpose? Where's your purpose? Okay? You have to find your purpose, then you can find your gift. Once you find your gift, then become passionate about pursuing that gift. Your passions don't pay the bills. Your gift pays the bills. Remember that, okay? Here we go. And that was for free. Hands are up. Here we go. 14B. Now we're in the street. My hands are here. Straight punch or a hook. Just watch how my body moves. I block this way. I'm getting out the way. I'm trying to absorb that hard punch or that hook coming at me, okay? So I'm here and I block quickly, hard, double knife hand strike. I grab the wrist, knife hand, eagle claw. I come forward, ayah, across the jaw, okay? The knife hand goes to the throat. The eagle goes right to, of course, the jugular. And that's how you can control. And that's how you do control, of course, your opponent. Now, from a side view, okay? Same thing here, okay? I come up, double knife hand block, okay? Grab the wrist, knife hand, eagle, come forward, ayah, forearm strike, okay? From this side, I'm almost off camera, okay? Once again, my back will be to you for a moment. Double knife hand block. I grab the wrist, knife hand, eagle, come forward, ayah, forearm strike. Simple. Okay? When you take martial arts, doesn't matter what style, attend class regularly, get the class on time. Take part in the class. Well, what do you mean, Kyoshi Bagwell, by taking part in class? All your intensity, bring it out. Bring out your intensity. Just don't go, ayah, 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 ayah. That's not intensity. That means you want to be home watching Dr. Phil reruns, okay? You want to take part in the class. You want to get into a riding horse dance. Ayah, 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 ayah. You want to be an integral part. You want to show your intensity while you're taking part in class. That's what I mean by taking part in class. People go to the gym. They're on the treadmill, talking on their phone. Girl, you know I worked out today. No, she didn't. She's full of crap. So you want to make sure that if you go in the gym, work out. You go to a boxing class, a yoga class, any type of a class that involves some type of physical exertion, take part in that class. I don't care where you go, but always take part in the class. Be of interest in it. Show your intensity in the class, always. Now here we go again, one more time with 14B. Hands are up, okay? Traditional, block, grab, knife hand, eagle claw. Control the person to the very last second, ayah, and then throw the forearm. Always control the person. It's about control sometimes. It really is. Not always. There's some things you cannot control. You have to just let go and cast your cares upon the Lord. But there are some things that you're going to have to learn to control. I don't want anyone getting into a physical altercation. Of course not. That's not what life's all about. Okay, well, life is about watching what you say and how you say it, watching what you do and how you do it, and try to be fruitful where you can also be of service to others. That's what life's all about. Okay? Martial arts is about self-defense, self-control. And if you have self-control, then that's what it's all about. Okay? Here we go. Hands are up. Now, we're going to go into red belt. 15A, 15B. 15A and 15B. Here we go. Hands are up. It's a wave to the left, wave to the right. I catch the person's wrist. My left hand goes right into the joint of their forearm and their elbow, right in the gap, okay? I catch them, okay? Now from there, I just twist that wrist towards me. And I had the person doing this. So I'm twisting that wrist, I'm bringing them close to me to the ground, and I step over them, okay? Now what I'm gonna do from a side view, okay? Same thing. Slow, looks like Tai Chi, right? And I grab them, turning that wrist. I'm gonna torque that wrist towards me, bring them towards me so I can step over the body. Snapping the wrist, drop my right hand, lift and kick. Ayah, right over left. Dojo in the cat stance, fighting stance in the street. Simple, very simple. Hands are up. Once again, okay? Left, right, up. Step over your opponent. Snap the elbow and the wrist. Drop everything. You drop that right hand because your right hand is closer, of course, to the opponent than anything else. Kick, ki, aya, right over left. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance in the street. Simple. Okay? Very simple. Now, 15B requires going to the ground. I'm going to narrate that as best as I can, okay? And we're going to start having what they call ukes, or those that punch in where it can demonstrate, of course, my technique. Okay, here we go. Hands are up. Same thing. Left, right, up. I take my left foot, I sweep, and when I fall on my elbow, breaking my fall on the person's chest. Their head pops up. I quickly bring over my forearm, okay? Right in the throat. I lean on them. I go to my right foot, okay? Left foot, come up, kick, right over left. Simple, very simple, okay? One more time from a side view. Left, right, I come up, sweep, break fall. A break fall means I'm going to break my fall on the person. And sometimes I can break my fall, of course, on the person's body. Not a problem at all. Fear the man or woman that practices one technique 1,000 times. Do not fear the person that practices 1,000 techniques, 1,000. No, it's not going to work. There's too much going on in there. The brain cannot process 1,000 techniques in the heat of a battle. No. That's why in point fighting, you're only going to do 3, maybe 5 techniques per fight. That's why conditioning is everything. If you are well conditioned, you're doing your push-ups, you're doing your crunches, you're boxing, you're doing your kicks, you're stretching. You're also out there point fighting all the time. And you're conditioning, you're getting your legs in shape, and you're getting your wind in shape and stuff like that. All that matters. All of that matters. You really have to get your wind up, okay? It's very important to get your wind up. That means your conditioning. That matters. I'm on the dojo floor probably 4 times a week with these young kids sparring, having a good time. So next year, 2019, if I do decide to compete, I know that I'm ready. I'm ready to compete, okay? Let's rehash. Brown belt, combinations 13 and 14, brown black, 14A and 14B. Red belt, 15A and 15B. In our next segment, which is 5 of 5, I'm going to go over red black belt. That's the last belt you're going to see in the underbelt prior to going to the black belt, of course, fraternity. My name is Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell. I appreciate you all watching the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. Thank you and good night.